Greetings metal community, it's Roger back with another video. I'm gonna shoot a what's been spinning type of video. This is kind of what I played this weekend, just for fun. Not all of it, but some of the good stuff. Me and Brandon has talking a little bit about the Hexx split EP reissue that we have shown recently, both of us. And as I said to him, a couple of the songs on one of the EPs are remakes of songs from this album, which is Under the Spell by Hexx. Came out in '86. This is the original, slightly beat up vinyl. Great album. This is kind of a I would say Hexx is more towards the metal church area of thrash, a little bit power thrash, but slightly more thrashy than metal church, but bit of that voice of Wayne going on this album. And they changed vocals on every release in the early days, so but this is a great album. I really love this album, especially the first side, with Hell Riders, and of course the title track is excellent. But if you're into that type of thrash, this is an album that's killer in my opinion. Really love this album, and way better versions of the Under the Spell that it's on the EP with a different vocalist. And I also have a reissue of the first album, No Escape, another vocalist, more melodic vocals, but most of the same music, that's metal church, thrashy metal church style. The vocals on this is much cleaner, and he has kind of that weird vocal patterns that you had on the early Fatus Warning stuff, where he goes off the song with his vocals. It doesn't always hit the marks, but overall a great album, and his vocals are 85% of it is pretty damn good, but he has some mishappens here and there, it's kind of charming anyway. But this reissue was from Metal Blade in 2014. Originally this album came out in '84. Another great album in that type of music, and when I was on that role, I also brought out the Heretic Breaking Point with Mike Howie on vocals. A great album. Again, same style, metal churchy style. I do have this is an original one, and I do have the reissue of it. And the fun thing is that this is the original one, a bit paler. It's very rare that the reissue has better colors than the original. I don't know if that's showing here, but this is the reissue. This is the original. The original is just look a little bit paler, but I mean great album. Again, if you like metal church, second metal church album, I'm sure you will love this. If you haven't heard it, you should check it out. I mean, Mike Howe is a great vocalist, or was a great vocalist. He was sadly one of those who left us too early. Then the rest of the stuff that I listened to was death metal, I think. I could take the stuff that's playing in the background if you can hear it. Turn it up a little bit. Great song. Infester to Death in Degradation. This is the reissue of Martyrdom. Did I don't remember when, 18 or something. Might be wrong with that. But just heavy, dirty death metal. A lot of speed changes. I mean, they do blast and they do play slow and they do play mid-tempo. Two main vocal styles. You have those screams that you hear there and that deep growl. Turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, I really like this album. It's kind of that. Yeah, there are also synth parts just to like this background synth to create more atmosphere. So it's kind of a bit atmospheric, brutal death metal in a way. Yeah. Just a great album. I think this originally came out in '94. Yeah, don't kill me for. But it's an old release. I do have the original CD without cover, and I do have it on 2 other CD versions and this vinyl version. But yeah, I really like this album. It's kind of a demo feel to it because, I mean, it's a bit sloppy, but I think that just gives a extra character in a way. But for me, it's a great album. Then I of course popped up the Gorefest Mindloss. This is the Foundation 2000 original. With this very cheap inner sheet. Don't remember when this came out. 91? It doesn't say. But a great album. Kind of forget a little bit how good this album is, but they had their own style. Of course, a little bit to do with their vocals, but Gorfest is really cool. And I also took out the WordPress Pulse. This is a killer album. This is a Black Sleeves reissue of 2009, and I think the sound on this is not excellent. It's kind of very simplistic release as well, with just some pictures. Heavy vinyl though, but there's kind of, comparing to the CD, this sound a little bit flat in a way. There's not enough energy, and normally vinyl sounds more richer than a CD, but I don't know if it's digitally recorded and just moved straight onto vinyl. I don't know. It might just be me, but I think the CD sounds better. But cool to have it on vinyl, and a great album. Then I pulled out a Norwegian classic. No, it's not Dark Throne. It's Hallucinating Anxiety with Cadaver. This is the original vinyl, and as often, Necrosis Records. I think they were in connection with Heretic. Yeah, Heretic up here. And Heretic, they didn't do much with their releases, and they still don't do with their reissues. It's very plain and boring. With a lot of these issues, there's no lyric sheet. It's just all the information back here. But great album. Very weird, twisted Norwegian death metal, as Norwegian death metal was back in the days. We didn't have many releasing death metal bands that released stuff. A lot of the death metal bands in Norway turned into black metal early in the 90s. But this is a great album. Dirty, chaotic, brutal death metal. Way better than the new one, which was pretty, not so good. Then another Heretic release is the Necrotism Necrotism by Carcass. This is also the original. There it actually is a lyric sheet. Yeah, but apart from that, but this album is killer. This is my favorite Carcass album. You know, they have released almost just excellent albums, but yeah, killer stuff, and really enjoy going back to this. And this is one that I frequently play because I think it's just absolute killer. Then two last one I want to show is, you know, classics, original stuff. Again, Heretic, Entombed, Left Hand Path. Still in very nice condition, I would say. Yeah, my favorite Entombed. I rate this way over Clandestine, and a lot due to the vocals, but also the song structure on here is better. But you know, great covers by Mr. Seagrave. And then of course I have to show Clandestine as well. Limited embossed sleeve, you know, you have this cool embossed, and also the Clandestine is embossed, and embossed stuff here, so that's pretty cool. So I was complaining, you know, about Heretic doing cheap releases. This is a very well put together, but again, this is one of the most selling bands, so maybe they just threw the money on the bigger band and let Cadaver and the other suckers pay for it. But yeah, as I said, a great album, but the vocals not so good on it, but you know, Stranger Ions and Sinners Bleed, yeah, Living Dead. I mean, it's full of killer songs, but yeah, slightly under the Left Hand Path for me. So yeah, that was what I have been listening to, or did listen to the weekend, amongst them. Probably will do more like videos like this when I have a nice weekend at home and just listening through a lot of music. I will probably shoot more videos like this instead of, you know, digging through the in a random way. I can show you what I've just been listening to. So yeah, 30 minutes, that's long enough. Thanks for watching.